everybody, and welcome back to another video in my 2017 university series. And today we are talking all about freshers.
The thing you want to know the most about.
Absolutely, yeah. I feel like everyone needs to know
that freshers life is the one.
DL on the freshers. Georgia has also kindly cared to join me, and she's come equipped with her University of Brighton jumper. There we go. Lovely. For the record, we do go to University of Brighton. She's not just being weird. Shall we just get straight into this?
Let's get straight into freshers.
So, these are going to be all our tips on how to enjoy freshers, but also make sure you're okay and good, because freshers can get...
Freshers are stressful.
Yeah, it can be quite stressful, I think, and it's quite hectic, and there's a lot of pressure, I think, in freshers. So number one is plan your budget. Like the first 2 weeks of term, you normally will get your loan like a few days before, and you'll be sitting there with like £2 in your bank account,
thinking you are living the life.
Absolutely, you know, you're all about that. I know so many people who absolutely spend ridiculous amounts in freshers.
Yeah. It would be like 50 quid a night.
Yeah, literally, people were just going over the top with it.
You think freshers is like a week, 2 weeks, 50 quid a night is like a lot of money.
I feel like as well you're buying more food than you would, because a lot of people eat out, don't they? They were like 3 AM in the McDonald's, getting a kebab. Well, you're not getting a kebab from McDonald's, but you know what I mean. And I think
the junk food.
Yeah, and I feel like people just forget that you can spend. Yeah, you can spend a lot of money in freshers. So I would say that the ideal thing to do is work out how much money you should spend each night. If I knew I didn't have a lot of money or whatever, I would never take my card out. I would get the cash out before.
That's a good way to do it. You leave your card at home, take £30 out or £20 out at the cash point. That's what you've got for like food, entry and drinks once you're in the club, and you can't spend anymore. Yeah, definitely plan your budget, have an idea of how much you can spend a night, catering for everything else as well throughout that first term of uni, because obviously your loan isn't just for freshers, that's got to last till like January. Yeah, so when you come back after Christmas.
Yeah. Point 2 is get your event tickets early, and the reason I'm saying this is because it's typically cheaper.
Get your early bird ticket. If there's like a wristband or something that your student union does, that can get you into like all of the events. Yeah. That's always going to be cheaper than buying the tickets or paying for your entry to each club every night.
I think as well, for a lot of unis, your wristband or whatever it is that you have guarantees you entry. And even though it seems like a lot of money, like Georgia said, I guarantee that if you were to add up every on the door entry, you'd be spending well over. Yeah. So definitely get your tickets early. They do sell out really quickly as well.
Yeah. I think as soon as I knew I was going to Brighton and who I was in a house with, I messaged my housemate and were like, are you guys getting this wristband? And they were all like, yeah, we're going to get it. And then we all sort of bought it at the same time. So we all knew we had the wristband, we could go to all the same events. Yeah.
Say you have the wristband and you spend that money on it and you don't go to every single club night, it still works out cheaper, I think.
Absolutely.
So even if you miss 1 or 2 nights where you just don't want to go or whatever, it still works out better, and if you have it and you can kind of make that choice. So get those early birds in.
Get them early bird tickets.
So our third tip or thing to talk about is the freshers flu.
The fun freshers flu.
I'm sure you've heard all about it. It's a real thing. I had it.
It exists. I had it.
My housemates had it. Everyone on my course had it. My biggest tip with that is just always have painkillers, always have cold and flu tablets just ready. And as boring as it sounds, make sure you are eating somewhat healthy. Yeah. Keep that immune system going.
I remember I had freshers flu, the initial, and I remember going into the induction lectures so ill. Actually had like a coughing fit where I was so sick, and the lecturer had to run out of the lecture room but get me a bottle of water. And from then on, he still does it now, he calls me sick note.
Actually, even though everyone else will be in the same boat, you kind of want to get over that as quickly as possible, because university does start. As much as it seems like freshers is just fun, you will get chucked into the deep end with your lectures, and you need to be there for it. So definitely make sure you've got stuff to help you get through it. So the next point is really important if you are going for a night out, is to have your group and stick with them. It sounds so common and really common sense, but you'd be surprised at how easy it is to get split up, and 2, which might be fine normally, but you're in a town that you probably don't know at all. You probably don't know how to get home. So if you're on your own, you're going to make that really difficult for yourself and potentially unsafe.
Make sure you've got the numbers of everyone you're on a night out with.
Absolutely.
don't necessarily have to stick with everyone in the group if people want to go to different kind of places in the club.
But make sure you're with someone.
Make sure you're with one person. Yeah. As a person who's been like left behind from her group, it's not nice. You get a bit panicky.
That'd be my other tip as well, is have taxi numbers. Because like, with us in Brighton, there's taxis everywhere. Yeah. And we can just be like, and get in and go. But if you are in perhaps a more remote area, or you are quite a while away from your horse, for instance, definitely have local taxi numbers in there. Keep like, just, it's more for your own safety whilst you're getting to know the area. You don't want to be completely drunk, alone, not being able to get home. Put your address in your phone. It might sound really silly, but when you are in a taxi at 1, 2, 3 in the morning, you're like, I don't know. I know it's down a hill, if you go along, like, it's not going to work, and it's just so much handier if you already have it, that you can just be like, oh yeah, we live here, and keep your address in your phone, or make sure someone's got it, and stick with your friend, basically. The next point is like really mumsy of us, but I would just recommend pacing yourself. It's too hardcore week. Every night is a club night. It's not like, you know, you're going out twice a week, you know, and you're recovering. Every night's a club night. Every night will have some sort of like really good event on. They're not just your casual turn up at a club, listen to some music at home.
No, they are.
There will be themed.
Themes, dress up night. There's like bar crawls.
There's foam stuff, whatever you call that.
See, I never made it to the foam stuff
did you not?
Because of the freshers flu.
That's true, yeah, we didn't want to get wet. We didn't want to wander around with like wet clothes after it.
I honestly remember before the foam party, being so ill and ringing my mum being like, Mummy, what do I do?
Literally. You don't need to get completely wasted every night. I feel so mumsy saying it. Like, I feel so like, don't get drunk every night. Do what you want by all means, but you want to still be able to like start your week on like Monday, go out for that club night, and go out Tuesday and Wednesday. But you don't want to be the one at home who can't go because you've overdone it and you're now like, you're so ill,
stuck inside.
As well, I think with freshers, it's a two-way street. There's half of it, you're probably never going to see the people you see on that night out again. The other half is people are always going to remember the person who took it too far. Everyone has a fresher story. So my fresher story is the poor girl on the bus, and it was really quite early in the night, and me and my housemate were leaving early because we just didn't really enjoy this party. It was a traffic light party. Do you remember that one? Like, I don't know if you had that. We like, you got a wristband which was like red, yellow, or green. Green was I'm single. Red's I'm taken. Yellow is I'm not really sure. And it just wasn't very good because that was the only thing. We got a bit weird. Yeah, we got a bit bored. A poor girl on the bus just threw up everyone on this bus, and the bus driver obviously wasn't happy.
Drama.
Yeah, and I don't know who that girl is, but I'll never forget it. So I feel like everyone has a fresher story. Pace yourself, be responsible with it, and
be responsible adults.
Yeah. So the next point is also quite mumsy of me, and I feel like I don't need to say this, but I feel like for the tips I will, and it's just make sure if you're gonna have sex, it's safe. Like, as simple as that. And the reason I'm saying this is because most universities have some sort of health advisor there where you can get condoms, you can talk about safe sex, you can, I guess, find out all you need to if you're like worried about STDs or whatever. All that kind of stuff that I feel like most people know, but again, if you don't, or you just want to make sure you're prepared if anything does happen, then just make sure you're doing it all right. You don't want any dramas. Do you know what I mean? You don't want any pregnancies, we don't want any STDs in your first year of university. That will put a down on things.
Can't deal with that.
Make sure, it sounds so weird to say it, but I felt like if I was doing a video on freshers, I had to mention it. Make sure you're just practicing safe sex. Next tip is don't skip lectures. Don't miss your first few weeks of stuff because there is so much information.
It will catch up with you, honestly.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
We all know, and we all recognise the people who come in like 2-3 weeks into term and you're like, you're brand new, someone's been doing freshers.
Yeah, you would be surprised at how much information is in those welcome things. And especially when lectures actually start as well, you don't want to miss those first few lectures because it's such a different learning environment from school and from sixth form and college.
Even if you're hungover, it's not that much brain power for those instructions.
And you won't be the only one.
Just go, you can bond over being hungover together.
Yeah, absolutely. Talk about your night before, talk about what we did.
Yeah, most likely you went to the same place.
Yeah, you were probably all there, so, but definitely don't stay at home and miss them. You don't know what you're missing, and it might be a situation where it's like, now, if I'm off, I can say to you, right, what happened? Yeah. Can you take them out? You probably don't know anyone that close enough at that point, so you'd be like, okay, what happened? So just go, make sure you're showing your face, your tutors will appreciate you for it. Yeah. Because they're getting to know you as well, and that's such a good relationship to have with your tutors. So yeah, just don't skip lectures. Next point is to phone home. Talk to your parents. Yeah. Don't forget about all your friends and family at home. They're probably, especially your mum and dad, or whoever, you know, who's your main carer, is probably really worried about you.
They're probably trying to give you a bit of space to get you to like stand on your own 2 feet. They're still going to be worried about you. They're still going to want to just send them a text like, hi, had a good night.
You don't have to call them and be on the phone for 3 hours, but just like reassuring them. I don't think anyone realises how big of a deal going to university is for your parents too, especially if you're moving out, you're going somewhere far away. They're going to want to know, they know that you're out every night, just to literally be like, yeah, having fun, it's going well, I'm okay. I think as well, as much as you should talk to your parents obviously, but your friends at home as well. Even if they've gone to other unis, or if they haven't gone, just to text your friends and just be like, what's going on, how's your uni life, like, what are you doing, or the ones who are home, just keep in contact with people. And that's good as well for like homesickness. If you're struggling with it in freshers, that's normally the time when people are a bit like, they have fun for like a few nights, don't they? They're like, oh, okay, I've moved out, I'm ill, I'm living away from home, I don't know what I'm doing. And you'll be grateful for the friends and family that you've got back home in that point, just to talk to and have some sense of familiarity. The next tip is to make sure that you go to your freshers fair.
Oh, that's a good point.
That's such a good point, because again, I know people who didn't go.
I loved the freshers fair.
I love the freshers fair.
It's great.
Yeah, it's essentially free stuff.
Literally free pizza.
Yeah, we had Domino's ours, and we got, if you text in, you got a free pizza, and that was just the best thing. But in terms of not just the free goodies you get, it's also a great way to know about your university.
You get to see what all societies are about, what kind of events they hold, I guess.
Yeah, a lot of clubs will be there as well. You're not going to be thinking about it in first year, but there are a lot of recruiters at Freshers Fair.
Yeah, there
are a lot. And if you're, so for instance, at ours, I always remember the guy, he was there both years I went, who was a teacher. And he was signing up people ready on the mailing list for like this teaching information portal, because Becca did it, I think, and you could sign up, and then in 3 years time you start to get job offers. 3 things, lots of information, and societies. And
societies are a great way to make friends.
Yeah, absolutely. If you've got a hobby or something you enjoy, definitely go to a society. There, I mean, at our university we had a beard society. So if you're a guy and you have a beard,
like a Quidditch society as well.
I wish I had joined a society and done it properly.
Yeah, so
I really wish I had done something for like the 3 years. So definitely do that. Take our advice from what we didn't do.
Exactly.
And
learn
do that.
from our mistakes.
Yes, absolutely. I would have started a blogging society. Because I saw
about
that. Yeah, we don't have one. If you're going to Brighton University and you're a blogger and there's still not a blogging society,
join one.
Start it.
Start one.
Yeah, you can just do that. The last tip is probably the most important, isn't it? Just have fun.
Yeah.
Enjoy it.
Enjoy it. It's not going to happen. Again, you can go for years 2 and 3, but it never quite makes the same impact as in your first year.
You're going to remember it for the rest of your life. Even if you don't remember it, you're going to remember it. It's so much fun. Embrace it. Even if you don't drink or go clubbing, like, there's going to be other sort of freshers things. Like, we had a movie night, we had like food nights, you could go out. So it's just a really great way to immerse yourself in a new city and in new people, and it's so much fun. Like, obviously, just be safe and enjoy it, because I can guarantee you, apart from like holidays and stuff, you're not going to have 2 weeks in your life that you can dedicate to just partying.
Yeah.
That's it. There is a blog post that also is the exact same as this video pretty much, so if you want to read it or bookmark it, I'm going to link that.
SimplyAbbi.
Yeah, hit that up, simplyabbi.com. That will all be linked below for you. I'm going to leave the playlist to all the other university related videos on there so you can get your tips and be university ready come September. So jealous that you get to do it again. I will do it all again. So I will see you next week for more university stuff, so be ready. And thanks for joining me, Georgia.
No worries.
So thank you so much for watching. Bye.
Bye.